With this exercise, we're going to be trying to move our pelvis forward, backwards, moving it and rocking a little bit. As we do this, what happens with the back is if I take my pelvis and I move it where I'm trying to pick it and move it up here, you see I increase my arch in my back. So if I was laying down, my back would come off of the mat or the floor. Now, if I take my pelvis and I'm going to push it this direction, what's going to happen is I'm going to flatten this out. My back is going to go flat into the mat. So if we could look at our pelvis as a clock, we would say up here at the top is going to be a 12 o'clock position. And then down here at the bottom would be our 6 o'clock position. So if I'm laying flat and I tell you I want to take my 12 o'clock on the time and push 12 o'clock into the mat, you're going to flatten that back out. You're going to feel the back go into the mat. And you're also going to be using your abs to do this. Now, if we say we want to get 6 o'clock, which is the lower number, down into the mat, then what I'm going to be doing is pushing more of the back of my legs and the bottom of my butt into the mat, and I get a nice little arch that starts to happen here. When you do that, you activate the back muscles. And so we're going to try this laying down so that you can get the feedback and the cues from the floor, the mat, or whatever you're able to lay on. It is better to do it on a flat surface that's kind of hard, such as the floor with a yoga mat or something down on it, so that you can get the feedback. A bed can kind of give you a false feedback because it is soft. So you're going to lay on your back on a hard surface, and then we're going to say, let's take our 12 o'clock and let's push 12 o'clock into the mat. So as we do that, what we find is our back goes flat down. I'm engaging here, my abs are contracting, and you know your abs are contracting because you can poke and actually feel them. Or when you contract your abs and do this, this is also called a posterior pelvic tilt. Anything on top of your abs when you contract is going to pop up, so your tummy is actually going to get bigger in this position. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to say, let's take 6 o'clock and push 6 o'clock down into the table, the bottom part of the pelvis. So we're going to do that. As we do that, you can see that you can stick your hand underneath your back a little bit easier. I feel my back muscles kicking in a little bit, and my pelvis is tilting forward that direction. And then I'm going to lay back neutral. So again, if we push 12 o'clock into the mat, our back is going to go flat. Our abs are going to engage. We're going to feel this coming up. And if you're having trouble with this, you can also take a deep breath in and exhale slow and hard, like you're blowing up a balloon with some pursed lips. So if we want to try to get that 12 o'clock, I'll do this with you. Take a deep breath in. And as you push the air out, you're going to feel your abs contract a little bit if you're really trying to force that air through your pursed lips. So we're going to go ahead again and do 6 o'clock down into the mat, which is the bottom part of the pelvis. As we do that, our back muscles kick in. We get a nice arch where you can put your hands underneath your back here and then relax.